And here I want to introduce not a very new concept, but very important concepts, which is ignored largely by most of the physicians. And we don't consider this as a concept altogether. If you see epigenetics, so we all from our college days reading medical textbooks, we are abused our mind by means of genetics, the genetical component of cancers, the genetical component of getting metabolic syndrome, genetical component of getting any kind of diseases, autoimmune disorders per se. But we have never discussed enough about epigenetics. I feel being an alternative forum where we are not proposing any padi to be the largest padi or can be the superior padi for treating the conditions of people. Epigenetics is something which every doctors or every healthcare provider should be knowing of and acknowledging the same. And epigenetics is how our behaviors and the environment can causes changes in our genes work. This is where we have seen once in a blue moon, we get papers, reversal of heart disease, reversal of cancer, not by doing anything, just by being ourselves. So this is something which to do with the environment, our behavior with the environment and how environment is behaving with us. And all these changes which we are seeing, like right from we are claiming that we have eliminated polio, and we have eliminated different kind of diseases from the world. We are eliminating the names. The diseases are coming in different names. The very evident is the COVID-19 virus, SARS-CoV-2. The coronavirus was the reason for 40% of 40% of common cold and conditions related to that. This is not a new virus. Suddenly, it has become so popular just because of our irrational behavior, the behaviors within us, and the behavior which we have induced in the environment. Though we say that genetic changes are non-modifiable, but epigenetic changes which we acquire due to our behavior or the behavior from the environment are reversible. And it does not change the DNA sequence, but they can change how our body reads the DNA sequence. For example, the ability of a person to become diabetic or to become having a CA of breast is more because of familial incidents. That can be reversed by having a better behavior and better interaction with the environment. And this is what we are out there to do, not introducing newer problems to the environment. Environment is not, I'm just speaking about the trees, land, or the mud around us. I'm speaking about the environment within us. I'm speaking about the environment we contribute as a society. Like it includes how you think, how you shout at people, how much non-violent behavior we are having with others, how others are behaving with us, how much plastics we use, what we read, how much petrol we burn every day, how much petrol miles we travel in a year. All these things are linked to health. But unfortunately, for us, health means liver, heart, genes, spleen, or our nervous system. The health is contributed from outside. And other than naturopaths or other than holistic system practitioners, who else can understand this better? And right now, epigenetic modifications is increasingly recognized not by the doctors, by the environmentalists, because they understand the impact of the environment on the body. So we all have read this. I speak in almost all of my lectures, the epidemiological triad between the host, agent, and the environment. We are either host-centric or we are either agent-centric, but never environment-centric. When all these comes together, like how we have mind and our body is linked to the immunity, like what we are fighting today, when all these things come together, when we can have those kind of epigenetic changes inside our body, we can decide upon which cells to act on what kind of scenario. That is what holistic systems of medicine can bring. And as we all know, as physicians and as healthcare providers, there are two types of immune system. One is innate, another one is adaptive or acquired immune system. The adaptive immune system is modified by the epigenetic modifications. And if you see, the COVID-19 virus is having more escape mutations right now. It is just because they also have an adaptive immune system in their body. Whatever we give against them, they will come up with more resistant strains. And it is going to be more harmful for ourselves. So what we can do is like to develop a conducive atmosphere where COVID virus also can stay happy human beings also can stay happy, and all of us having a conducive immune system. So the opening of my talk, I said about immune system is not just attacking against viral or bacterial invasions. Immune system is providing tissue repair. Immune system is providing good somatic response to the different kind of conditions. Conditions doesn't means that those which is present in international classification of disease. Condition means anything and everything which is affecting your mental peace, anything and everything which is affecting the peace of each cells in our body. So we all are made up of trillions of cells. And this publication, which you can see as a footnote in this particular screen, it is something directly linked to the therapeutic potential of epigenetic manipulation during infectious disease. It is not even a publication which came after COVID-19 virus. It is there long back. Only thing is it is already out there, but we are not utilizing that because there is no commercial interest in such kind of epigenetic modification which you can bring. And yoga and naturopathy physicians out there can right away bring in this kind of epigenetic modification, which can regulate the balance between viral latency and its replication. And it's out there, published literature. I've just copy pasted and given credit to whoever has published this particular stuff. And how we can bring in such kind of viral latency and preventing its regulating the replication of the virus, the number of the virulence inside our body, how we can reduce, how we can bring in a very holistic immune system within our body.